An after dinner walk in a lovely park is always fun. Chattering excitedly, little Amara and Nanima had barely entered the park when, most shockingly, something tumbled out of the dark bushes and landed right near Amara's feet. She let out a cry and clung to Nanima, who immediately bent down to check. Oh my goodness, it's just a parrot, Amara. Don't be scared. Her concerned eyes, though, saw a sad sight of a terrified bird, certainly not young, with ripped feathers, turned in claws, unable to fly and stumbling in darkness. Just the perfect catch for a prowling nightcat. It wasn't a good situation at all. Impulsively, Nanima turned to Amara and said, "Would you like to help this helpless little bird? We could take it home and see what we can do." More confident and very curious now, Amara nodded a yes. As Nanima's hands picked up the frightened bird, it snapped its beak tight on her finger. Feeling the pain intensely, she gently pushed the beak open to release her bleeding finger. Back home, as Nana Papa searched for a carton for the bird whose heart was beating real fast, Amara chattered away about how she had found the bird. "Will our bird like its new home?" she asked with hopeful eyes. "I'm sure it will," said Nana Papa, smiling. Quite clearly, a new member had been added to the family. A small water tub, some biscuit crumbs, and bajra grains in place, the bird was lowered into its new home, and Nanima decided to give her injury a good betadine wash. Teeth brushed and night suit on, Amara was back to see her parrot, now huddled in a corner, all food untouched. She sat down right next to it and said, "Drink some water, bird, please. Where is your mummy? In which tree is your home?" Surprisingly, the parrot tutted right back in response. "See, Nanima, my bird is talking to me. Can I watch it a little bit longer, please?" "Of course you can. Let's watch it together," said Nanima, joining her. "Shall I tell you a true story about a bird and a prince?" Yes, said Amara, with super excited eyes shining bright. "My bird and I will both listen." Well, more than 2,500 years ago, King Sudhodana and Queen Maya of Lumbini, now in Nepal, had a son, Siddhartha, who was kind and gentle. One day, Siddhartha and his cousin Devadatta were walking near a river when a number of swans flew by in the sky. Quickly taking aim, Devadatta shot an arrow at the leading swan, which pierced its wings, and the swan fell heavily to the ground with a cry. Siddhartha ran towards it and, picking it up, gently removed the arrow and soothed the birds with loving words. Devadatta angrily asked for the bird to be returned to him. Siddhartha firmly refused. The matter was placed before a wise and learned guru who listened to both the boys. "This swan belongs to me. I shot it," said Devadatta. No, it belongs to me. I saved its life," said Siddhartha. The Guru wisely said, "No one is the master of any being, but the one who has love in his heart can look after it till it heals and is ready to fly again. Few days later, Siddhartha released the healed swan to the open skies. This kind Prince Amara became famous years later as Lord Buddha. Kindness is always a good thing. Don't ever forget that. I won't, Nanima, I won't, I promise, replied Amara, looking fondly at her bird, who blinked right back at her as she gave it a flying kiss. Early next morning, Nana Papa and Rakesh Bhaiya took the bird in its carton-like home to the Charity Birds Hospital in Chandni Chowk. They made a donation too, as the hospital helps countless sick and injured birds. Don't worry, I'll do my best, said the doctor. It will be safe and happy here. This was the answer Amara was waiting for, and her smile made her entire face come alive. Dear listeners, it's always good to respond with compassion and courage when someone chooses you in their hour of need. No matter who you are, young or old, rich or poor, kindness is always a good thing. Thanks for listening. I will be back again with another Suroko tale. Bye bye.